switched it back. It glitched on me and then it went out. So I want to make sure that I'm back in, um, so that I can, share this information. Let's see. I don't know if it's a recording or what, but I don't see it right now. Come on in and connect, 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 connect. Let's talk. Let's grow. Let's make these connections. I'll give y'all a few minutes to make the connection. Come on in. Let's see. Give people time to connect. I don't know if it's recording it or I'm actually live. I want to make sure I'm live. I'm learning. I'm still learning and everything, but I just want to make sure I'm live. Just make sure you're live. You can hear me. Okay, I am. I am. And that's what it's about. Woo. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Okay, okay. So yes, I am. I am. All right, y'all. Not gonna hold y'all long. Thank y'all for connecting with me. This is your favorite coach, Coach Diamond D, Certified Master Life Coach, RBT, Registered Behavior Tech. And I'm so excited to be able to, share this information with you all and come to you and have these resilient conversations on my podcast. Once again, welcome to the Resilient Talk podcast, connections. This podcast is created to make these connections so that you can, start making the connections that you are truly wanting to make for your growth, your business, whatever it is that you want to do. And so, if you're somebody that's in the field of podcasting, then let's talk about podcasting connections. Let's talk about creating a space where you can come in and share your story, share your thoughts, share your transformational journey, because that's what it's about. I started in 2021 with a transformation. And once I started that transformation, I needed to find me as a coach. I wanted to discover my authentic self. And I really had to tap into really finding me on purpose and in purpose, because I was lost. I was making those connections with all the wrong people, doing all the wrong things. And then not only just doing all the wrong things, but really, really, you know, I would say honestly, making the connection to really just looking for love in all the wrong places. Let's just put it that way. And so as I continued to grow on my journey, I had to detach myself from individuals that did not have the same type of love that I wanted to share or that I was giving out. And if you're not, I'm going to tell you this, if you're not receiving that type of love that you are giving out, then you need to start reevaluating yourself on like what it is that you are wanting in life so that you can start receiving that. I was that person that I could, if I couldn't connect with it, either I was gonna start a fight or I was gonna argue about it, or we were gonna just, it was just gonna be raggedy. It wasn't gonna be right. And so when I started my transformation, I went through a few stepping stones to really discover my authentic self. I had to go through, identify my childhood conditionings, my childhood influences. I had to go back through to identify what it is that I like to do, my passion, my interests. I had to go back and identify my talents, what I was talented in compared to what people were saying I was talented in. And then I'm being talented in this challenged or talent in this area where it wasn't helping me, but it was helping the next person. And I wasn't growing, or I wasn't, I was like, okay, so I'm helping this person, but like what I get out of it. But people say that sounds selfish, but that's not selfish. You identifying your talents of what you can be talented uh, at doing brings joy to your own soul. And what I learned that I was talented in was, if you ask my family, they say telling on folk, but it wasn't telling on folks, because I'm not going to tell on you. I told you, or I introduced you to your authentic flaws. Why? Because if you're not careful in your life, your flaws are the things that truly hold you back. They hold you back. Those things hold you back. And so I really had to go in and find, what flaws that I had attached to me that I didn't like. And a flaw is a characteristic that we carry often, but yet we don't like to share these flaws to other people because we don't want nobody to look at us, judge us, talk about us, or try to, label us to a certain extent. I'm going to tell y'all, they're going to label, they're going to talk about you, they're going to judge you, they're going to, mis, uh, misuse your name. They're going to do all kinds of things in this world if you are just walking in fear instead of walking with faith, to detach from what these people are doing to you, or like towards you. So I really had to tap into, really finding my purpose and finding my authentic self, like who I thought I was, who I am, and what I stand for, to be able to, step out my comfort zone and tell these people I'm not what it looked like, sweetheart, just because, you can show up with this beautiful face, but yet, trauma real. Trauma is real. The life of the things that we hold on the inside, those things are real. Um, it's a lot of things out there that's real that we don't like to face. But when you challenge yourself to get out your own way to start facing these things, you start unlocking and unleashing those flaws to really step out your comfort zone and become a better version of yourself. And so I encourage y'all to really get out your own way and start doing these things on purpose and in purpose so that you can start making a transformation. Okay. Because that's what it's about. All right. And so enough about me. I want to share, about this podcast, a connection. It is a direct and empowering podcast. It is a podcast that is going to help people make these connections and, again, share their journey to inspire others and make an impact. If this is literally something that interests you, do not hesitate to DM me or sign up by, again, DM me to to send you the link to be a guest on my podcast. Um, the question would be, Coach Diamond, again, how do you sign up? You just DM me. DM me, because I don't think I connected the link yet, but DM me. And when you DM me, be sure to put your name. Well, of course, your name is going to be on the DM, but put your email address and put your telephone number so that I can actually send you the link. I do a lot of things through my telephone itself, my cell phone, from direct uh, posting from my Attractwell app to help me. It just helps me better. Okay. So just DM me. And again, share your email and your phone number, and I will send you a link to create your recording session with me. And you'll be on the way of sharing your story, your true, authentic story, and releasing some relatable content to help, other individuals. All right. I personally feel everybody on this earth, every diamond has a story. Okay, every diamond has a story. And just because my name is Diamond does not mean I'm, connect like, just putting you with me, basically. It's just the fact it's a figure of speech. That diamond, you are a diamond, you sparkle. Your unique story is what's going to lead you into really releasing and sharing who you are and why you are the way you are, and why you do the things that you do. Okay. And so every diamond has a story to share. So I want to hear your story. I want to hear, you how you came out that transformation, or that turmoil, how you did, uh, what did you do to get where you are today? And your story deserves to be heard. All right. So join me on my podcast. I do recordings mostly during the week, Mondays and Tuesdays, to share the experiences that I really, really enjoy doing. And so I connect with people with storytelling content on Mondays and Tuesdays a lot, to get out the wisdom and the truth. It's all about empowering each other to, move gently on this journey of life itself, of success. Somebody asked me the other day, what is success to you? Success to me is, a healed soul. Why? Because if your soul's not healed, what are you doing to gain other information from other individuals if you are not um, healed or on a healing journey? So it's important to um, really start going on that transformation and doing what it is that you love to do, really, for real. All right. So again, I really want to connect with y'all individuals out there, um, so that you guys can get out your own way and start empowering other people. Your story matters, and your story is authentic, because it's just, it is. It really is. And so I really look out for those single mothers out there, those single mothers that are resilient in movement, moms who lead, moms who are really encouraged to inspire other individuals, or have got out their own way to make that transformation. And some of these single mamas out here, they need to hear our story, how we authentically got out our own way to be able to, financially maintain, to be able to, walk with that strength and power of who we say we were as a woman. Because you got people out here selling their soul, y'all, and it's not safe. It's not safe. Selling your soul is not healthy at all. Like, for nothing, for nobody. So I really encourage you to get out your own way and make these connections so that you can help these young ladies really make that shift, as a parent, as a mother, because it's not easy being being a parent. Trust me, being a parent, being a single parent, being a parent, a step parent, being any of that, it's not, it's hard, because we don't know what to say or how to say it. And when we don't know what to say or how to say it, then guess what? We kind of put ourselves in a bind, with making those connections with our, you know, family, children, and everything. So I encourage you to really start, making these connections to really, really, mm, really start inspiring other individuals. Okay. Um, it's tough. It's just tough. And so this is why I really encourage everybody to start making those connections. All right. Um, because it's dark out here in this world, y'all. It's dark. It is. It's real dark out here in this world. And this is why it's important that we start making these connections and having these resilient talks, with each other, to help each other get out of each other's way, to really start making the connection to help each other heal. All right. Stop judging people by the book, their book cover, and open your ears to hear their story. All right. Yours deserve to be heard. So join me on my podcast to share those authentic experiences, share that wisdom, share the truth, so we can empower each other. All right. Um, those overcomers out there. It's a lot of overcomers out there, men and women. I really encourage you to make these connections. Make the connection to share bits and pieces. You don't have to share the whole story or whatever, but you just come on and share your parts so um, can really get your voice out there. First and foremost, use your voice. Your voice can uplift another woman. All right, so let's make a difference in somebody's life to really start doing these things. This podcast also is for a motivational impact. I was that woman that was motivated to go do a lot of things in life, but I stepped back, got shy, shut off, wouldn't connect, all because of lies and all because of how people looked at me and how people shared this thought and that process and all that. Well, it's not there anymore. All right. You're gonna hear my voice. You're gonna hear what I gotta say. You're gonna hear my story. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it because like I live it. I live it. I embrace what I live within and what's in me. And so I encourage you to really come on and share that conversation piece that you got held up in you so that you can start, your process of either making that transformation or going on a healing journey or connecting with whoever God is calling you to become. I mean, that's what this is about, y'all. And that's because you're not promised tomorrow. And hey, life is too short if you don't get out your own way. All right. Life is too short. It is. So know that your voice matters. Know that your voice needs to be heard. And know that you can help somebody else by just sharing an authentic story. Like literally, it's just that simple. All right. Keep it 100, y'all. Keep it 100. So my question for you tonight, have you ever overcame adversity? Have you ever overcame, a mindset that was sick, destroyed, you just thought you were doing the right things, but it wasn't the right thing? Or um, have you overcame, um, that toxicity in your life, um, and now you're doing something different? Like we want to hear that proudness in your voice. So come share your journey on my podcast. Don't hesitate because again, the goal is to inspire individuals like-minded individuals that's going to connect with you because they hear you. All right. Just yesterday was March the 2nd, a resilient day for my family. My brother that's his birthday. And in 2016, the Lord called him home, honestly, not by choice, but it was a truck accident. And honestly, that truck accident woke up everybody in my family, on making those connections of authentic, true love. It woke us up on how we should be, connecting with each other and not going to bed mad with each other. Because literally, when you do those things, you are blocking out some sense of, connection to the people you truly love. And so yesterday was his birthday, my brother Gerald. Some of y'all probably know him and some of y'all probably don't. But his birthday was yesterday. And it was a resilient movement, not only just for me, but for my parents. And just allowing them to connect and share their stories. Like in the house last night, all we did was share authentic stories about him, keeping him alive, making that connection to keep the movement moving so that everybody can, process some more things that literally we don't want to go to therapy about. We don't want to go to coaching. Everybody, don't want to go to life coaching or investing in themselves to become a better version of themselves. But literally, if you've lost somebody, you need therapy. You need to connect with something or somebody. You need, somebody that's in your corner to help you. And so my parents, of course, they ain't even gonna know that. They ain't got no therapy. Therapy to who? Listen, if you do they therapy, nah, we ain't gonna go all into that. But therapy for who? That's the question. Therapy for the people that are on a healing journey. It's real. And so I decided to be honest with y'all, not having that full degree in psychology, but that's my background. Um, I took the steps to get out my own way and started going into just investing in myself to find what it is that I needed to do or what I needed to do to really start helping my own family, because they were about to go crazy. Like we everybody about to go crazy. Okay, everybody. But I had to learn my own shift before I can help somebody else. And so this is why I share this, because like, look into therapy. Don't never be afraid to tap into therapy. Look into the life coaching speaking pointers and the power of what life coaching can do to help you. Look into counseling. Look into whatever it is that you need so that you can get out your own way and start a beautiful connection with you know, reconnecting with your true authentic self. All right. And so this is something that I did for not only just me. I mean, I sincerely get out my own way so that my family could see the work that has been done or created within me. And it literally helped them, and it's helping them. And it's also, helping them when they start tapping into the content, the work, and taking action and putting in the work. All right. You best believe they run from me at times because they say I talk too much. But hey, that's what podcasting is. That's what healing is. You got to voice your story. All right. Your voice can change lives. So that's why it's all about you sharing your story, not just giving me your story and I write it down and then, I'm able to go out and help people by sharing your story. No, you share your story. Okay. And that's what it's about. So come share your story. Again, that transformation yesterday, that was every day is a transformation for me. That was I woke up on edge. I woke up on edge. Why, Coach Diamond? Because you don't know how people are going to respond, how they're going to act, how they're going to, treat you, how they're going to treat themselves that day. So this is why it's important to literally, go on that authentic healing journey first, to really start making those connections to either help other people or just, share your story, how you overcame these things with helping other people. All right. And so yesterday my launch was bold, but I did it. I did it because the very first launch that I did on my podcast in 2021, I had to like reevaluate um, everything that I was saying on there because I had not hit the healing button yet. And so I came on straight crunk for real, y'all. I came on just, sharing a little bit, but a lot. And it kind of, you know, helped them, but it also pissed them off. And why did it make them mad? It was because the fact that they had not started their healing journey. And so I encourage you to wake up and see, the process of how you are going to treat yourself mentally and emotionally when you start your healing journey. I was taken away from myself and I wasn't helping myself because I was helping all the wrong people. All right. So I want you to do me a favor. And, as I jump into this conversation piece, I'm not going to hold y'all long. I'm going on, you know, help my sister in a few minutes with some stuff. But I want you to also, make this connection and start tapping into when I make a comment or something that helps you, drop me a purple heart or share this information. Because once you tap into hearing what I'm about to share with y'all, shifting your mindset and your attitude, because that's tonight's information. I'm fixing to tell y'all some things that the doctor don't tell us. It's going to help you make this transformation. All right. So it's all about you shifting your mindset and your attitude, your purposeful attitude, who you authentically are attitude. You know, right now we put on for everybody. We put on for everything and everybody. It's not about that. So it's about you making this connection so that you can start shifting that mindset and attitude. So that you can make that transformation on your own purpose for life, especially during times that you don't understand, especially on, the difficult times that you just can't process things. All right. So I'm gonna share some content with y'all that I went through myself. It was just a few 3-step process that I went through myself, and a plan to really help you start making that true shift. All right. To really start making that true shift. So it can help you make that transformation. So get a sheet of paper. Go and get a sheet of paper. Get a pencil. If you don't have a pencil or a pen, get a sheet of paper. Let's take these notes so I can really, really help you with this information to help you get out your own way. You got your paper and your pen? I hope so. Got your paper and your pen? All right, got your paper and your pen? If you don't have your paper and your pen, that's all right. But let's take these notes, all right? So at the top of your paper, I want you to write down shifting your mindset and attitude, because these are the things that you are going to take it in consideration to really make this transformation, all right? So we're going to shift the mindset and attitude. We're going to tap into self-awareness, acceptance. We're going to tap into identifying who we authentically are and all of that good stuff, okay? So those are the first. That's step one. Step one right now is your awareness and acceptance. Awareness, self-awareness is powerful. Identify who you are is really tapping in by you asking yourself that question today. Like, who do I think I am on this earth right now? And you write down 3 beautiful characteristics about yourself. All right, 3 characteristics. And this is a challenge that I do offer also. If you don't know those 3 characteristics, ask your spouse, ask your sister, ask your brother, ask somebody that you are real close with. Because when I went on my transformation, y'all, it was so funny. I had to literally go into my coaching group that I had started. And I typed it in, like, what are 3 characteristics of who you think I am to you? And they shared them back to me. And so that activity throughout the life coaching process, it was powerful. And it really helped me identify, the confident, determined woman as of who I am. Because I'm confident, I'm determined to make it happen. And I'm like really authentic. Like, you ask me a question, don't ask me something if you don't want to know the truth, because I'm gonna give it to you. All right. And then I turned around and put the resilient behind it. And when I put the resilient behind it, I was like, if I'm resilient, I gotta really, really live this resilient life. Like, what do I gotta do to make those connections? I had to really find my resilient movement. And that was all about finding out what it was that I was doing that I didn't want to do no more. What it was that I was receiving or accepting that I didn't want to receive or accept no more. What it was that I was connecting myself to, to grow. And I had to realize that these folks ain't helping me grow. These folks ain't helping me, see a bigger version of me or a better version of me. And when I say bigger, the bigger is the healthier version. So I had to disconnect, like real talk, disconnect from these people. So you're gonna lose some friends on your journey, and that's okay. You lose them, they're not your friend. All right. So understand that when you sit down and write this down, your self awareness is powerful before you tap into identifying your self love, your self discovery of who you are and where you're going with it, what you are choosing to become more of. So identifying who you are, I'm telling y'all, it's a natural glow. It's a true natural glow. It's natural to know who you are. That's number one. It's natural and healthy to understand that God gives you a sole purpose that can't nobody take from you. It's unique. It is yours. All right. The uniqueness about you, everybody ain't got that. So it's yours. So it's time for you to live it out now. All right. And then you recognize, literally, when you recognize where you are, your truth on how life's supposed to make you internally feel, y'all, it's a different movement, y'all. So I encourage you to identify your negative thoughts, identify your emotional patterns, identify your limiting beliefs, identify what is holding you back into becoming the true you. All right. And when I did that, I had to go rewrite. So I started journaling. I did a daily journal. I started writing down quotes that connected with me. I started typing those quotes and putting them on my Facebook page, and that's what I did. It was some stepping stones that I had to go graduate to, all right, by sharing my true authentic story and sharing who I am and what I love to do and all of that good stuff. Okay. So journal daily. It's healthy because it's going to help you track your emotions, it's going to help you track your thoughts. And then when you do all of that, it brings that authentic self-awareness to what needs to shift out your life. Shift or change. And that's what it's about. All right. All right. And the next one is accept that the challenges and struggles are part of life, but they don't define who you authentically are. Your challenges don't say, okay, I'm challenging you right here, but this is who you're going to be next year or whatever. So accept these challenges and the struggles that you want in life and make that transformation and start applying these things to your life, because your challenges and your struggles, once again, are part of life. Things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. And they most definitely don't define your life. Okay. And when the last one I put on my self-awareness part was I had to meditate. I had to engage in things that I wasn't comfortable. And learning that when you start engaging in things, and that was even with me investing in things, I made sure I didn't take off, take the money out of my pocket that I couldn't replace to put food on this table. I did it the healthy way, but I also did it by, and really tapping into what I needed. And so if it was going to help me mentally, I invested in myself. So you got to start accepting the challenges in your life and then start praying about these things and meditating about these things so that you can shift to start really engaging in what it is that you need. All right. Find that reflection journal to ground yourself. And if you once you write it down and you want to be more in tune with those things, like it's my notebook. I got 1,000 of them. Start making that shift, okay, to help seek your authentic self. Start making that connection to help finding the guidance that you feel like you're missing. It's okay. A lot of my sisters, they're not my biological sisters, but it's a sister connection. They look at me as the mother of our group. Why? Because I really share the content, but I share it on my behalf of how it helped me, but not like I help them find how it should help them, or they can create their own, whatever they choose to. But if you don't have anything, this is what we do. This is what it's about. Make that connection, all right? Especially if you need therapeutic work as well. I have some therapists that I'm connected with that can, help you on this transformation. All right. Step 2, reframe and renew. Reframe and renew. Change, change the true negative thinking in your mind to positive thinking. Reframe and renew the narrative of who you are into who you're becoming. All right. Replace your negative thoughts with empowering truths. All right. An example is, instead of saying to yourself, I can't do this, you need to start saying to yourself, I am capable and I will learn how to do this. I am not as confident right now. So that's the negative. So reframe that and say to yourself, if I'm not confident, how can I become more confident in what it is that I want to do or grow into? You see what I'm saying? You gotta just shift it. All right. And y'all think this stuff is not needed, but baby, I'm telling y'all, this information, what I'm giving out right now, is needed because we tear our own selves down. As Black women, seriously, we kill ourselves mentally and emotionally, and that's not cool. All right. And then when we do that, we drown ourselves into feeling some type of way till we start disconnecting. So don't do this to yourself when you got people out here that's trying to make these connections to help you get out your own way. All right. So put it in play. All right. Put it in play. Thanks. All right. Start practicing gratitude daily by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. What are 3 things that you're grateful for? And of course, we always put those 3 things that we're grateful for. We're grateful for our family, our kids. We're grateful for our marriage. We're grateful for this. Y'all, when I started journaling, I was grateful for those things, but God has already shown me who they are authentically in my life to me. So I've received that. So my shift had to come on gratitude of, what are you thankful for? And mine went straight to being thankful that somebody just connecting with me purposefully. You hear all the nonsense of who they thought you was, what they said about you, how they view you, all the negative stuff and that's not truly you. I had to reconnect with gratitude to find the simple things of being able to say, you know what, thank you for even just listening to me. Thank you for connecting with me just for this moment and being with me. Like, write down sincerely, it's okay to be confident, but it's not okay to be arrogant. There's a difference. And so I really had to connect with the confident side of me to share why I was so grateful and thankful when people just picked up the phone and called me and say, Diamond, you know, good job. I see your post. Diamond, I love talking to you. Diamond, you doing great things. Keep it up. Diamond. I was just, y'all, grateful just for that simple phone call. Because folks ain't got to do it. They ain't got to do it. So just having people in your presence, write it down. I am grateful just to have people connect with me. I am grateful just to have people in my presence. I am grateful just to have people, you know, uh, look, loan me $5. I'm grateful. Okay. So write it down, y'all. Write those. Practice gratitude every single day, but not the same gratitude every single day. But make a shift on what you're grateful for. But make it to where it's not just one thing. Make it 3 things that you're grateful for. Start this one up under this one is again under mindset and attitude. Start surrounding yourself with positive influences. Positive influences. And when I made that transformation, I had to start making that connection with podcasting, with reading, uplifting, motivational content, connecting to, I would connect for the whole year of 2021. I didn't listen to nobody but Oprah Winfrey. Nobody but Oprah Winfrey. And I connected. I'm going to meet her one day, y'all. That's on my goal sheet. If God give me strength, I'm going to meet Oprah one day. That's Oprah. That's one of my goals. And so I literally would love to interview her, to make these connections with her, to let her know that during my transformation 2021, just hearing her constantly over and over, her speeches, her content, her information, her motivational quotes, her resilient quotes, her transparent quotes. I that's what I needed. So she was real to me. She was somebody that I needed to listen to every day, and nothing got in my way. So surround yourself with the positive influences that can help you shift in life. Listen to inspiring podcasts or connect with supportive people that's going to motivate you or see a greater version or purpose in you, or going to speak that life into you, baby. It's a different movement. Okay? It's a different movement. So I encourage you to start, not only just affirmations, speak who you are. You know, I am that confident woman that wants to grow. I am that confident woman that will grow. All right. I am that, you see what I'm saying? Speak those positive affirmations over your life to continue to reinforce your new beliefs. Stop thinking folks don't want you around and start being the folks that need you around. All right. Start being that person that you want somebody in your presence, your moments. And that's how I had to disconnect to reconnect and to renew my mind on taking us into step 3 with really identifying and aligning my action plans. So step 3 for you would be action and alignment. Make sure everything that you're doing is aligned with your true, authentic purpose. If it's not moving your soul, don't do it. Don't do it. And start living out on purpose, living it out on purpose, sharing it on purpose. All right. And so that's literally how I started that transformation, by making those connections, ordering the things that I needed to wear to read and inspire myself, put it on my body. Let me see it. All right. So set small, actionable goals that can truly align and helps you shift that fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Start right there with setting small but purposeful goals. I need to journal. I need to do a to-do list. I need to make a list to help me shift. Once I'm done with this, what do I need to do? I need to do this, then I need to get up and go walk it. I need to do this, then I need to read. I need to do this. I need to get up and go walk it and read at the same time. All right? Because I'm different, y'all. When I walk, I got to have something in my hand to keep my mind flowing in that direction to stay busy. You know, they say a person with a busy mindset, they'll shift in a minute. So take daily action steps, no matter how small they are, to build the confidence and momentum that you really truly need. Okay. The next one after that is challenge yourself to step out your comfort zone. Love on you. Embrace your growth. Talk about your growth because nobody's doing it but you. So you should be very, very empowered to share where you were to who you are today. All right. And once you start that, stay consistent. Stay consistent and give yourself true grace. True grace, progress is more important. I learned this. Progress is more important than perfection. Nobody's perfect. You're not going to get it right every single time. And so embrace the word failure, because at the same time, if you fall, that is it's just a curve. It's a curve, um, a curve line to learning uh, what you messed up on, period. All right. So always give yourself grace. Stay consistent and give yourself grace. And I just stated progress is more important than perfection. Now, I want to really reflect on what I really just went over and gave you all. I want you to understand that I know that it can be challenging, but if you go back and start right where you are and identify your self awareness, your true self awareness, your love, your self love, um, and your, you know, asking yourself that question: who am I today? Who do I think I am today? You know, and why do I think I am this person today? Put this in there. If it's a negative statement, listen, get out your own way. Let's have these conversations. All right. So identifying that self-awareness, that self-love, and who you are is important. And so that was the first one. The second one is for you. Step two was literally for you to reframe and renew. Like you're just reframing your mindset. You're shifting that fixed mindset to a growth mindset. You're changing the narrative of who them folks say you are to who you becoming. Replace those negative thoughts with empowering ones. And then number three, find, well, before number three, you find what works for you. Whether, like, if you're connecting to a podcast or connecting to people to help you, or you're going to therapy or counseling or whatever it is. And step three, take that action and align that action to your true purpose of who you are and who you are becoming. All right. And then once you do that, build your plan. Build your plan. And if you struggle with building your plan, hello, this is where myself and I and some of my team players, we work with you to build those action steps. Again, my coaching, it's not for everybody. I'm a tough nail. I ain't gonna tell you no story. And if I don't continue to stay tough, then what's the point of you growing? Like, you gotta have that shift. You gotta have that toughness to make that shift. So that's what I think it's about, really. And it's like tough love is the best love. So it's really going to encourage you to get out your own way and to become a better version of yourself. Okay. And so if you take these action steps that I just gave you in those areas in your life, I'm telling you, you will make a transformation. You will shift on purpose and in purpose. You will become a better version of yourself, not for them folk, but for yourself. All right. Stay consistent on your journey. Stay fully committed on your journey. And as you continue to follow this plan and take these action steps and put them in play, you'll begin to shift. Again, like I said, you'll begin to elevate. Your whole mindset gonna shift with it. You're gonna, if you believe, all right, you're gonna elevate your attitude. You're gonna transform your life into who you're becoming on purpose. You're gonna walk it, you're gonna talk it, you're gonna do these action steps to your personal life on purpose and in purpose. Okay. So again, by following this plan, you'll begin to shift, elevate on purpose. So it's important to challenge yourself starting today or tomorrow. Get your notebook, get your pen, sit down and write these things down. All right. Um, if you don't mind, please, if you took some things away tonight, drop me a purple heart. And then under that purple heart, share what you take, what's your takeaways from this podcast? What really inspired you? What helped you? What did you hear? What are you going to apply to your life? And why are you going to apply these things to your life? If you don't mind sharing it in the comment area below. Which steps do you feel you need to focus on most right now? Identify that. And then if you feel like you can't make this plan on your own, again, DM me. Let's make this connection. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure these things out and build your personal life transformation plan for your own authentic life. This is what Coach Diamond do. I enjoy doing what I do. I love making those connections. Thank y'all for listening to me on my podcast, The Resilient Talk Show, the Resilient Talk podcast show that is going to grow, that is going to take off, that is going to make these authentic connections, not only with us people, but with people all over this world, with famous people already. I'm famous because I just think I'm famous. I'm famous. I'm famous in the good and the bad. They're going to talk about you anyway. Either way, don't forget that. So make these connections, put it in the chat box. Let me know your takeaways and do not hesitate to reach out or let me know which ones, which steps do you feel that you are going to focus on or you are making that shift to become a better version of yourself. I love y'all, beautiful people. Stay connected. Again, thank you for connecting. Stay connected. Let's talk and grow gently. Peace.